Well, no one's going to be walking with Elias tonight.
You showed up a few weeks ago on my show. You insult me and my wife, and then cut every corner possible by creating your own title. Not to mention forcing Elias to compete with a random stipulation he wasn't prepared for. Well, I am sick of it. You want your match? You got it. My legitimate, illustrious title versus your second-rate imaginary title. At Hell in a Cell, we're done playing make-believe because I'm gonna show you what it's like to live in the real world.
Buzz has his match with The Miz, so what's Kurt Angle doing out here?
I'm glad you two are finally going to face off, one-on-one. That's right, Maurice, Elias, and the Miztourage will be banned from ringside. And since Buzz's title is on the line, the match will be held under his title stipulations, which means it will be a ladder match.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Get ready to feel the buzz. It's Buzz.
Introducing the champion from El Paso, Texas. Weighing in at 187 pounds, he is the Action Champion, the Assassin, Andre Anderson.
I spoke to Buzz today, and he told me no matter how much success he has, he still gets nervous. Here we go. Buzz's title and the Intercontinental title are on the line tonight in a ladder match at WWE Hell in a Cell. Buzz has everything to gain and nothing to lose. Meaningless.
If that's true, then why did Miz issue the challenge?
Because, like most of us, he was tired of Buzz's antics and thought this would shut him up for once and for all. Little did he know that thanks to our wonderful GM, he'd have to compete under Buzz's ridiculous rules.
Well, none of this would have happened if Miz hadn't weaseled his way out of an Intercontinental title defense. Nonetheless, that's all history, and certainly more history will be made tonight. Now back to the ring. Beautiful athleticism. He's setting up the ladder now.
But can he get up there in time? That's the question.
Okay. Now
Champ not looking good right now.
but he's the champ for a reason.
Wow. It's going to take a whole heck of a lot more to stop him here tonight.
Well, I don't expect this to be the nail in the coffin, but it definitely isn't ideal. If he wants to be able to climb the ladder, he's really going to have to minimize the effects of this attack. Guys, in a title match like this one, on a stage as big as the one we're on now, you have to wonder how much nerves will become a factor.
Action progressing.
Hey, he could win it here. Nobody in this building thinks the match can end here.
I think so.
Go home.
He
Climbing up, guys. Here we go.
Oh, boy.
Circling back to your earlier point, Corey, you have to think nerves will play a big part in this match, which I think favors the champion, especially considering how many times the champ's been in big-time matches like this.
I'd agree. The champ is used to the bright lights and bright stage. Dare I say, it's almost second nature at this point. A lot of people are saying the champion has never looked better, but that doesn't mean we can't see an upset here tonight.
Bringing it back between the ropes.
This might be it.
Oh, my.
As Byron was talking earlier about the champ being a heavy favorite here tonight, I couldn't help but think back to the night Santino Marella defeated Umaga for the Intercontinental Championship in 2007. I don't think there was a person alive who thought Santino had even a sliver of hope.
Yeah, including Santino himself. But hey, as the old saying goes, anything can happen in the WWE.
Getting the ladder set up.
Right in the center of the ring, a picture-perfect location. This is it, guys. There may be no bigger opening than right now. The only thing left to do is climb the ladder and win this thing. Oh, Buzz just barely got out of the way.
The champ's starting to stumble a bit. To be expected, though. It's not like he's in there with a slouch, guys.
Yeah, but it looks to me like he still has plenty of energy in that body of his. I wouldn't look too much into this right now.
Byron, you mentioned earlier that the only thing left to do when you're the only superstar in the ring is to, quote, unquote, climb the ladder and win. But I can't help but wonder if the pressure becomes even greater when you have such a huge opening.
You mean the yips, Cole? I don't know if I'd go that far.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered.
This is all.
Nailed it. Victory is on the horizon.
Oh, my God, a flip.
Guys, these superstars are literally putting their well-being on the line here in this ladder match. As we've seen in the past, there's a very real chance somebody leaves here seriously injured.
Huh?
He's heading for higher ground.
To get away from you.
Ooh, brutal body shot.
In addition to putting their well-being on the line, as Corey mentioned, these superstars are also putting their livelihood at risk. If any of these superstars are forced to miss time as a result of an injury here tonight, simply put, that's considerably less money going into their pockets.
Yeah, Sheamus knows that all too well, Michael. If you remember, he was forced to miss several months following a torn labrum.
Here we go. Buzz's title and the Intercontinental title are on the line tonight in a ladder match at WWE Hell in a Cell. Buzz has everything to gain and nothing to lose. His meaningless.
If that's true, then why did Miz issue the challenge?
Because, like most of us, he was tired of Buzz's antics and thought this would shut him up for once and for all. Little did he know that thanks to our wonderful GM, he'd have to compete under Buzz's ridiculous rules.
Well, none of this would have happened if Miz hadn't weaseled his way out of an Intercontinental title defense. Nonetheless, that's all history, and certainly more history will be made tonight.
Walking around the city earlier today, guys, the only thing anybody was talking about was this title match. Everywhere I went, from the coffee shop to the bookstore, everybody was talking about this match.
Wow, an A-list knee strike by The Miz. Oh, nasty impact. Ooh, oof.
And now he's standing it right up in the middle of the ring. Right where it needs to be. Byron, I had a similar experience as you this morning. Nearly every person at the gym I went to was talking about this title match, and rightfully so. This is an absolutely huge match.
Okay, wait. Let me get this straight. Byron spent the morning at the bookstore, while you, Cole, went to the gym. Man, that's brilliant. You guys have any other jokes?
Drop kick!
Oh, great height. Heavy duty right hand.
Not the fall that hurts, it's the sudden stop at the end. Big slam.
Here we go. Everybody's on the outside. This is the exact moment this superstar has been waiting for.
Incredible impact.
The Miz looking a little bit shaken. He has an amazing opportunity here to cement his legacy as one of the greatest champions in recent memory.
This is all part of the process, guys. He knew he would take on some offense here tonight. He just has to make sure he keeps it to a minimum.
Like Corey was saying, there's no better time to climb the ladder than when you're the only one in the ring. But as we've learned, that doesn't equate to automatic victory.
Especially at this point in the match, Michael. Climbing the ladder is not always the easiest thing, especially after you've had people pounding on you since the opening bell.
Crashing down the hard way. Pile driver. Pile driver. What a stomp.
Good grief. Call me crazy, but this...
He's looking at it. Boom, what impact.
But did he go for it too early?
This is not where he wants to be.
No, Michael, it's not even close. Tag made here. Uh-oh, this is powerbomb. I'm not sure how much he has left.
Well, he got him. Let's look at this again. You're not crazy, Byron. The champ certainly has an uphill battle here, and while it's rare, we have seen the challenger head into the match as the heavy favorite. Bruno Sammartino challenging Stan Stasiak in 1973 immediately comes to mind, as does Diesel squaring off against Bob Backlund in 1994.
Wait, did you really just say that Saxton is not crazy, Cole? Man, just when I started to think you might be all right, you go and say something ridiculous like that.
Look at this, guys. Things are looking good now. The only thing left to do is climb the ladder and leave here the winner. Going to the top here, guys.
Looking to finish it.
Boom! You gotta believe this one's over. Trying to gain possession of the championship.
Almost got it. And a victory here would be so huge.
Big time.
Life-changing.
Your odds of winning absolutely increase when you're the only one in the ring. But just because you're so low doesn't mean you're going to win. Think about it. Climbing the ladder isn't necessarily the easiest thing to do, especially after you've been beat on since the opening bell.
Opening bell or not, Saxton, you couldn't climb a step stool to change a light bulb without getting dizzy. Let's be honest here.
When you reach the top of the ladder in a match like this, guys, you would have to think it's decision time for these superstars. Do you try to win the match, or maybe take to the sky and try to further incapacitate your opponent? Let's take another look at what made that matchup so memorable.
This was another great moment. He was on point the entire match, as you can see here.
You're looking at the first ever superstar to simultaneously hold the Intercontinental title and, for lack of a better term, the Buzz title.
Yeah, his carry-on bag just got a little bit heavier.
Yeah, if I were the Miz, this match would be under protest. It should have never taken place under these rules.
Well, it did, and now we have a new champion. You can protest all you want, but it's not going to change what happened.
You did it! You finally shut up the Miz.
I don't know about that, but I did beat him and take his Intercontinental title.
That's good enough.
But thanks for helping me along the way. We make a pretty good team out there.
We did.
If you ever need someone to dress up in a ridiculous costume to send a message to one of your opponents, I'm your guy.
I'll remember that.
Hey, Sasha, you mind if I have a moment to talk business with the champ?
Yeah, no problem.
I was thinking about calling myself Champ Squared, actually, you know.
Yeah, about that. Not to put a damper on your big victory, but according to WWE regulations, you're only allowed to hold one singles title at a time. I could try to circumvent the rules and let you hold both, but Triple H would just force you to vacate one anyway.
You really know how to ruin a party.
I'm sorry. So which title would you like to keep? That had to be a tough decision. If it's any consolation, I'll give you the rest of the night to celebrate with both championships.
Thanks.